You're a drug dealer. That's it. And you are building your happiness of somebody else's misery because drugs destroy lives, and people who are drug dealers are doing it for a quick buck.
Correction, Your Honor, I do not
No,
do that
do not
anymore.
interrupt me.
Yes, ma'am.
You were dealing drugs.
Yes, I was.
You were building your happiness of somebody else's misery. There are people who are out there for whatever reason. Maybe they're young, they don't know any better, and they start taking drugs. And the next thing you know, they can't kick them.
Yes, ma'am.
Then you have some people who are in their 30s. They start using drugs and then they can't kick them.
Yes, ma'am.
But this is destroying people's lives. And this was drug dealing.
Yes, ma'am.
Why the federal government has not come to your doorstep, I don't know. This is state jurisdiction. So I'm just dealing with what I have before me here. Under normal circumstances, all things considered, if you just had these two cases and you're not on probation with the court, I'd send you to prison, but you're on probation. And so I have to deal with what I have here. So this is what the court is going to do. In each case, the court is finding you guilty. The court is sentencing you to 10 years in the prison. That will be suspended and probated for 10 years. These cases will run concurrently. And based upon what you said your occupation is, they need to know what you're on probation for. And they need to provide a letter to probation stating that you've informed them what you're on probation for. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. It's already in file. I was 10 steps ahead. I already had it for my boss.
Yeah. All right. You need to turn it over to probation.
Yes, ma'am.
And probation, you need to call his employer to make sure that that's the employer. There's going to be 200 hours of community service restitution. You're going to have to pay for GPS.
Okay, it's $300 a month. I remember you have waived that.
That's because you're with pretrial, but this is an outside agency. So I can ask that it be waived, but I have no authority.
So last December, I believe, I came to you, I'm like, you placed me on probation and said, hey, if you...
Okay, let me just stop you right there. So here's the thing, and we're off the record. You were 2 seconds from going to prison. And when people are 2 seconds from going to prison, you know what they end up telling me? And I tell you, your attorney can tell you this too. And because I'm sure he's had clients do it to him. You know what? I will do a lifetime probation. And then when you get the probation, then you start asking for extra. So you need to hold on to the thought that you were 2 seconds from going to prison for 10 years.
Yes,
all right?
Yes,
and now you're on probation.
Yes, ma'am.
So you need to let that marinate.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I like that word.
All right. Yes. All right. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.